At first, the only one we had was the old, proven aspirated M16A 1.6, 117 horsepower. With careful care it is extremely reliable. AI 92 tolerates well. Attempts to delay an oil change lead to undesirable consequences, carbon deposits and waste buildup, the hydraulic tensioner deteriorates, and on early engines the main gasket was blown out. You need to keep an eye on the timing chain after 100,000 kilometers, it's stretching. There are no hydraulic compensators. After 2017, the supercharged K14S 1.4, 140 horsepower, also came to us in small quantities. In Europe it replaced the 1.6, but in our country it supplemented it. Only compatible with automatic. No terrible diseases have been identified, but, however, there are no engines with high mileage yet. Carbon deposits on valves and rings for direct injection are an everyday matter. The timing chain is also not particularly durable. Well, the expected resource is lower than that of an aspirated engine, 250,000 versus more than 300,000 kilometers. Runs 30 to 50,000 kilometers. Therefore, in 2016, the CVT was replaced with a classic Eisen TF73 SC automatic with 6 stages, the same as on the heavier Vitara. An excellent unit with a resource of about 300,000 kilometers. Breakdowns are usually associated with natural wear and tear and occur over high mileage. The unit does not tolerate slipping well, so it is better not to disturb the SX4 by crawling in mud or snow. Moreover, the rear-wheel drive clutch is delicate, and the driveshaft crosspiece is among the weak points. A quarter of aftermarket cars have a manual gearbox. There are no complaints about it, with the exception of the durability of the dual-mass flywheel. However, before 150,000 kilometers it is usually replaced. The service life of some suspension elements is not impressive, wheel bearings, ball bearings, and they are replaced together with the lever, rear shock absorbers. The neutralizer does not always survive to 100,000 kilometers. On all-wheel drive versions with a manual transmission, the clutch assembly is not very durable, sometimes it requires repairs after 80,000 kilometers. During restyling, they changed the firmware of the power steering. It was too nervous with a lack of precision, which affected the handling. The car noticeably yawed. All engines warm up slowly, which is why the interior takes a long time to warm up in winter. Ventilation is not optimal and the side windows are prone to fogging. Knocking and squealing noises under the hood are often associated with the alternator. The plastic in the cabin is hard and creaky.